Deadpunk has asked, I was a big fan of Doom growing up, and looking back 30 years, it still seems like an odd choice out of all the teams in WCW to drop the tag team titles to. Doom dropped them to the fabulous Freebirds. This isn't a knock on them in any way, or knock on the Freebirds, but it just never made any sense to me why the Freebirds and not the Horsemen or Steiner Brothers. My question is, whose idea was it to drop the belts to the Freebirds at Wrestle War 91, and who's behind the idea to split Ron Simmons and Butch Reed up as a team? Thank you in advance.
When they dropped the titles, I'm trying to figure out who. Flair, I think, was doing the booking at that particular time. And let's see, I'm trying to figure out who we were working with then. What's that question again?
Why the fabulous Freebirds were chosen to have the titles lost to?
Well, I don't know who made that decision there. That was a bad decision. I think they was trying the Freebirds had just come in, and I guess they wanted to, try to get them over. And I think they had DDP working with them. I think he was their manager. And so that was, by this being a fresh team, they just come in, Freebirds, and they were really hot out in the world class and stuff. So I think that's how that happened. But I guess they just chose us, because they Butch and Ron were a great tag team. We had been the champions. So in order for the Birds to get a little bit of a rub right there, then they need to beat somebody with some credibility. And I think that's probably why they done that.
I was going to say, because we used to get, weirdly, in this country, repeats of WCW in 1990 in the early 2000s. So I've actually seen quite a lot of Doom. And I remember thinking, man, that was a tag team that didn't go long enough. Because they were almost like the new Road Warriors in the sense. I know Butch Reed had been in the business a long time, but they had that strength and intimidation that was Road Warrior-esque.
Well, they were mad at us, man. They didn't want Butch and Ron to have those titles. And I remember one night we was in Columbus, Georgia, and I think Butch had been drinking that night, and so we was working with Flair and Owen. And so Butch, remembered what Flair had done, trying to take the belts from us. So I think that's when Butch, and turned it into a little bit of a shoot. But I know he did pop Flair real hard. He fucking punched him real hard. And then Flair tagged Arn out. And then didn't nobody want to come in because, they know Butch. He's tough. And plus he had been drinking too. So, and I think Butch got in trouble that night because after we got out of the ring, I think some little kid was there and he was trying to grab a Butch or say something to him. Some Butch shoved the little kid down. And so then the police come back talking to us. So we had to, kind of smooth all that over.
So Butch was definitely the enforcer then of the team.
Yes.
I'm going to ask.
Don't get me wrong. Ron didn't take no stuff either now. He's tough, but like I said, Butch was just, like I said, he had been drinking that night. So, it's one of them things.
I know, but Ron was young in the business as well. It would have been up to Butch surely to stand up to whatever.
Yeah.